Get ready to step back in time with me as I bake gingerbread cookies from a vintage recipe. Gingerbread has been a holiday favorite for centuries, with its origins tracing back to medieval Europe, especially in regions now known as Germany. Here's a fun fact. Gingerbread men became popular as early as the 16th century. Now, I'll admit, my cookie decorating skills aren't pro level just yet. Practice makes perfect. But trust me, these cookies taste absolutely out of this world, so let's get baking. To make these 1960s gingerbread cookies, you're going to need 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of shortening. You're also going to need 1 egg, and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and 1 cup of molasses. And now we're going to mix all of our wet ingredients with a hand mixer until everything is smooth and combined. Now it's time for your dry ingredients. You're going to need 5 cups of all-purpose flour, and you're going to sift each cup of flour. I'm only showing 1 cup in the video, but you do need 5 cups of flour. And now it's time for your spices. You're going to sift 1 tablespoon of ginger into your flour mixture, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and now we're going to whisk our dry ingredients together. Oh dear, something occurred to me as I was making this video. What is gingerbread without ground cloves? And I forgot to add cloves to the flour mixture, but that's okay. My cookies still tasted great anyway, so if you want to add 1 teaspoon of ground cloves, you can do that, but if you want to omit the cloves, of course, you can do that too. So you want to gradually add your flour mixture to the wet mixture, and I'm doing that 1 cup at a time. And you just keep going and going until all your flour is added to the wet ingredients. Make sure that you scrape the sides of your bowl. Once you've finished making your cookie dough, you want to chill it for at least 3 hours and make sure that you cover it up with plastic. Now it's time to roll out your cookie dough and to cut it into shapes finally. I'm not using flour. What you see in the video is actually powdered sugar, which is what I recommend. I don't recommend using flour to roll out your cookie dough. Don't do that, please. Use powdered sugar. It's much better. Trust me, your cookies will be dry if you use flour. So I'm just using a very, very small quantity of cookie dough, as you can see. And I'm going to roll that out to a thickness that I like, which is usually about 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to cut the dough into shapes. Now it's time to bake your cookies in a preheated oven. The recommended oven temperature is 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's recommended that you bake these for about 5 to 6 minutes. Of course, that could vary depending on how big your cookies are, what kind of shapes you use, how big they are. And it also depends on your oven as well. I have to adjust my oven temperature because my oven tends to bake things too quickly. So you might want to test out a few cookies before you commit to a full batch. And here comes the fun part, decorating the cookies. Of course, as I said earlier in the video, I'm not an expert in decorating cookies, and you probably aren't either, but that's not the point of making these cookies. The point is to have fun decorating the cookies. These are especially fun for children. And of course, eating the cookies because they are delicious. They're just a lot of fun. They're very festive. And it's a great way to entertain the kids. And it's a good thing to, bring family members closer together, in my opinion. These are experiences that children will remember all their lives, I think. I certainly do. I remember making sugar cookies and decorating them when I was a little girl, and I still remember that years later, and I love that memory. Okay, that's it for this video. Please let me know what you think down in the comments section. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to know whether or not you try out any of my recipes. And please do consider subscribing to my TikTok channel because it really helps me out, and I do plan to upload similar content in the future. And please visit my Amazon page. I make a lot of great recommendations about everything from beauty, fashion, fragrances, things for the home, things for the kitchen, you name it. Just check out the link in my bio. Thanks for watching.